The Sistine Chapel by Isabella Perano. History behind the Sistine Chapel. The Sistine Chapel is a large chapel in the Vatican City. The chapel was built between 1475 and 1481, which means it's very old. It is known for its Renaissance art, and it attracts more than 5 million visitors each year. Another fun fact about the chapel is that it was named after a pope. This pope's name was Pope Sixtus IV. Michelangelo's artwork. In 1508, Pope Julius II hired Michelangelo to paint the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. Michelangelo worked on the ceiling for 4 years. The style of painting is fresco. Michelangelo stood on a wooden plank 60 feet in the air and worked looking up. Michelangelo did not enjoy painting the chapel. He suffered from backache. Michelangelo even wrote a poem lamenting his suffering. I've already grown a goiter from this torture, hunched up here like a cat in Lombardy. My stomach squashed under my chin, my beard's pointing at heaven, my brain's crushed in a casket, my breast twists like a harpy's, my brush above me all the time, dribbles paint so my face makes it a fine floor for droppings. My haunches are grinding into my guts, my poor ass strains to work as a counterweight. Every gesture I make is blind and aimless. My skin hangs loose below me. My spine's all knotted from folding over itself. I'm bent taut as a Syrian bow. Because I'm stuck like this, my thoughts are crazy, perfidious tripe. Anyone shoots badly through a crooked blowpipe. My painting is dead. Defend it for me. Giovanni, protect my honor. I am not in the right place. I am not a painter. The Sistine Chapel architecture. The architectural style of the Sistine Chapel is called Renaissance architecture. Cappella Sistina, also known as the Sistine Chapel, is the official papal residence in the Vatican City. The chapel was built by an architect named Giovanni de' Dolci. For Pope Sixtus IV, the building is divided into 3 stories, of which the lowest is a very tall basement level, with several utilitarian windows and a doorway giving onto the exterior court. Here are some more fun facts about the Sistine Chapel's architecture. It was built for worship and defense. It might be a recreation of an ancient temple, and it's still used for its original purpose. The creation of Adam. The creation of Adam is the most famous and important painting in the Sistine Chapel. It is a fresco painting by Michelangelo that illustrates the biblical creation narrative from the book of Genesis, in which God gives life to Adam, the first man. The painting only took 2 to 3 weeks to complete. The creation of Adam is located in the center of the room, next to the creation of Eve, and the congregation of waters, which is closest to the altar. The creation of Adam has more than 300 figures. Another fun fact about this painting was that the creation of Adam is one of the most replicated religious paintings in the world. Papal conclave. New popes have been elected in the Sistine Chapel since 1492. During the papal conclaves, 115 cardinals meet in the chapel after swearing an oath of secrecy. Once the cardinals have entered, the chapel's doors are locked with the words extra omnes, meaning everyone else out. The tradition of voting for the new pope in the Sistine Chapel dates back to the Renaissance. The Last Judgment. The Last Judgment was painted on the altar of the Sistine Chapel between 1535 and 1541. It was commissioned by Pope Clement VII and overseen by his successor, Pope Paul IV, after his death. This painting is a depiction of the second coming of Christ and the final and eternal judgment by God of all humanity. The dead rise and descend to their fates as judged by Christ, who is surrounded by prominent saints.